Imagine the city as a living body. For centuries, we have treated its components, the streets, the lights, the pipes, the grids, as separate, static organs. We fixed them when they broke, but they did not speak to one another. The result was a kind of urban stutter, traffic that snarls without reason, water mains that burst without warning, streetlights that blaze over empty sidewalks, consuming energy for no one. The old city was a collection of parts. The new city, powered by advanced technology, is becoming a single, breathing organism. This is the seamless symphony. The magic and the immense complexity lies in making the technology not an added feature, but the connective tissue itself. It's the shift from seeing a traffic light as a simple timer to understanding it as a musician in a city-wide orchestra. That light is now linked in real time to sensors in the pavement down the block, to the GPS signals from 100 approaching buses, to the event schedule at the downtown stadium. It doesn't just change on a loop. It listens and it adapts. It holds a green light for a few crucial extra seconds to clear a growing queue, or it subtly speeds up the rhythm of a corridor to create a green wave for evening commuters. You experience this not as a flashy display, but as a strangely smooth journey. The friction is gone. This symphony plays out in the most mundane yet vital places. Consider the water you drink. Beneath your feet, a network of pipes, some of them a century old, carries this essential lifeline. In the old model, we learned of a leak only when a geyser erupted from the pavement, wasting millions of gallons and requiring disruptive emergency repairs. Now, tiny acoustic sensors clamped to those same pipes listen for the distinct whisper of escaping water, the faintest hiss of a tiny crack or a loose joint. They hear the problem years before it becomes a catastrophe, pinpointing its location to within a few feet. A repair crew can be dispatched for a minor, precise intervention. The disruption is minimal. The savings, both in water and in cost, are monumental. The conductor of this symphony is not a person in a control tower, but a layer of artificial intelligence, a learning, adjusting intelligence. It takes in 1 million data points, the energy draw from a neighborhood, the fullness of public trash bins, the flow of pedestrians on a pedestrian bridge, the air quality on a still, hot day. It finds patterns invisible to the human eye. It might suggest slightly increasing ventilation in an underground train station 20 minutes before the usual evening rush, based on weather and traffic data, improving comfort and safety. It might reroute power around a strained transformer, preventing a brownout. The goal, the ultimate success of this seamless symphony, is its own invisibility. You don't celebrate that your heart beats flawlessly or that your lungs draw breath without command. You simply live. The technologically powered city aspires to that same quiet reliability. You don't notice the symphony when every instrument is in perfect harmony. You only feel the result. A city that simply works better, that anticipates your needs, that conserves its resources, and that gives you back the most precious urban commodity of all. Not flashy gadgets, but your own time, your safety, and your peace of mind. The orchestra is always playing, but the music is the effortless rhythm of a day well lived. Consider the most fundamental resources of a traditional city. Water, flowing through iron pipes laid generations ago. Electricity, humming along copper wires strung from wooden poles. These are the tangible utilities, the ones we pay for, the ones we can see failing. But beneath the asphalt and behind the walls of the next generation of cities, a new utility is being laid. One that is intangible, instantaneous, and infinitely more powerful. This is data, and it is rapidly becoming the most critical public utility of them all. Unlike water or power, we don't consume data in the traditional sense. Instead, it circulates, a constant, dynamic pulse taken from the city's own body. It streams from the gentle hum of a wastewater pump, from the weight sensors in a public trash bin, from the anonymous, aggregated ping of smartphones moving through a park. This isn't about surveillance or capturing identities. It's about understanding patterns, flows, and stresses. Each data point is like a single neuron firing. Alone, it means little, but woven together by advanced systems, they form a complete, living picture of the city's consciousness at any given moment. This transforms everything about city management, from a reactive art to a predictive science. Think of the old way. A pothole is reported only after a tire is blown. A sewer line is excavated only after it has collapsed into a sinkhole. We waited for failure. Now, with data as the utility, we can anticipate it. That same stretch of road is continuously monitored by sensors that measure vibration and subsurface integrity. The data shows a gradual, microscopic softening of the substrate, a weakness forming weeks or months before the asphalt ever cracks. Maintenance can be scheduled proactively, cheaply, during a quiet night, preventing the pothole, the blown tire, and the traffic jam altogether. The true power of this utility is in its allocation of precious resources. Where should the next police patrol go? The old method might rely on crime reports from last week. The data-powered method analyzes real-time feeds, patterns of foot traffic, social media activity, even the number of streetlights reporting faults, to predict where a human presence could be most beneficial tonight. It's not science fiction. It's a smarter, more responsive form of guardianship. Similarly, during a heat wave, the grid doesn't just struggle under the collective strain of a million air conditioners. Data from smart meters and weather models allows the system to perform a delicate ballet, briefly cycling non-essential loads in a way that maintains comfort while preventing a catastrophic city-wide blackout. It allocates scarce electricity with surgical precision. Ultimately, this new utility changes the relationship between the citizen and the city. It creates a feedback loop of responsiveness. When you wait for a bus, your expectation is no longer based on a faded schedule posted on a pole. It's based on the live data from the bus itself, relayed to the sign at your stop and to your phone, telling you it is precisely 4 minutes away. The city is no longer a static place you inhabit. It becomes an interactive, responsive partner. Data, flowing as freely and reliably as water from a tap, empowers that partnership. It turns the monolithic, often frustrating urban experience into a conversation. And in that conversation, the city learns, adapts, and ultimately works not on assumptions, but on the clear, undeniable pulse of the life within it. Think of the modern city as a magnificent, yet ravenous, beast. It consumes. It draws in staggering volumes of energy, water, and materials, and it expels mountains of waste and plumes of emissions. For centuries, our approach to this problem has been one of incremental, often painful, reduction, asking citizens and businesses to use less, to sacrifice, to make do. But what if the city itself could manage its own appetite with the precision of a master chef? This is the promise of a city powered by advanced technology, a shift towards sustainability by default. It's not about asking for less, it's about wasting nothing. The key lies in intelligence embedded deep within the urban fabric, turning passive systems into active, thinking participants. Consider the humble streetlight. For over a century, its operation was brutally simple. On at dusk, off at dawn, burning electricity regardless of whether its light fell on a bustling sidewalk or an empty alley. Now, imagine that same streetlight, equipped with a subtle motion sensor and connected to its neighbors. It rests in a gentle energy, saving dim, a soft sentinel in the night. The moment a pedestrian turns the corner, it brightens to a safe, welcoming glow, creating a pool of light that travels with them, while the lights behind dim down once more. It's providing security and service not through constant, blind expenditure, but through mindful, momentary attention. The savings compound block by block, night after night, without a single human having to remember to flip a switch. This principle of intelligent precision scales to the largest of systems. A building is no longer a static consumer of power, but a dynamic negotiator with the electrical grid. On a sweltering afternoon, when demand peaks and the grid is stressed, a smart building can automatically cool its spaces slightly more than usual during the morning, using cheaper, cleaner energy. Then, during the peak hour, it can dial back its air conditioning by a barely perceptible degree, drawing less power. The occupant feels no discomfort, but the collective effect across hundreds of such buildings is the avoidance of firing up a costly, polluting backup power plant. The building has become a citizen of the energy ecosystem, cooperating for the greater environmental good. The same ruthless efficiency is applied to the ancient system of water. In a smart city, irrigation in public parks isn't governed by a timer, but by a network of soil moisture sensors and weather forecasts. The system knows it rained last night. It knows a dry wind is coming tomorrow. It calculates the exact need of a specific rose bed versus a stretch of drought-tolerant grass, and it delivers not a flood, but a sip. Exactly what is required, exactly where it is needed. Not a drop is wasted. Even waste management is transformed. Garbage trucks, major emitters themselves, no longer rumble down every alley on a fixed schedule. They follow dynamic routes generated by real-time data from smart bins that signal when they are nearing capacity. The trucks roll only when and where they are truly needed, slashing fuel use, emissions, and noise pollution. This is sustainability woven into the everyday operation, the background logic of the city. It happens automatically, silently, without requiring heroic individual effort. It represents a fundamental redesign of the urban metabolism, from a linear model of take, use, discard, to a circular, intelligent loop of sense, optimize, conserve. The city becomes a steward of its own environment, not by preaching restraint, but by engineering elegance. The result is a lighter footprint, a cleaner sky, and a profound legacy. A thriving urban habitat that can sustain itself and us for generations to come. It's easy to be dazzled by the dashboard, the sprawling control rooms with their walls of shimmering screens, the clean lines of autonomous vehicles, the silent ballet of drones. The technology can feel like the star of the show, but to see it that way is to miss the entire point. All of this, every sensor, every algorithm, every kilobyte of data swirling through the digital veins of the city, has just one ultimate purpose: to serve the people who walk its streets. The grand unifying goal is not a technological one at all. It is profoundly, resolutely human-centered. It's about using the most advanced tools of our age to solve our most ancient urban problems: safety, health, equity, and the simple desire for a better daily life. Let's make it concrete. The goal is not to have cameras on every corner. The goal is for a parent to feel that their child is safe walking home from school. Technology serves that goal when smart lighting illuminates their path predictively, when a discrete emergency beacon connects them instantly to help, or when environmental sensors ensure the air in the schoolyard is clean to breathe. The tool is invisible. The outcome is a palpable sense of well-being. Similarly, it's not about having the most complex traffic model. It's about the elderly resident who can safely cross a wide boulevard because the crosswalk's timing has been intelligently extended, responding to real-time data on pedestrian flow in their slower gait. The system sees a need and quietly, automatically accommodates it. This human-centered philosophy redefines accessibility. A city powered by technology can listen in ways a static city cannot. Imagine a public park where a visually impaired citizen, through a simple smartphone prompt, can activate a gentle, guiding audio beacon from a smart lamppost, directing them to the nearest bench or water fountain. Or consider a bus system that doesn't just run on a schedule, but dynamically adjusts its routes based on where people actually need to go, filling transit deserts and connecting marginalized neighborhoods to economic opportunity. The city becomes responsive, adapting to its citizens rather than forcing its citizens to adapt to its rigid, often inconvenient, design. The true measure of success is found in the small victories, the reclaimed moments of human experience. It's the hour not spent sitting in traffic, now spent with family. It's the confidence of a person with a disability navigating public space with newfound independence. It's the health of a community where asthma rates decline because pollution is monitored and managed at a hyper-local level. It's the vibrant public square where free, high-speed Wi-Fi and charging stations invite people to linger, connect, and build community. In the end, the most advanced city is not the one with the most gadgets. It is the one where the technology is so well integrated, so thoughtfully applied, that it fades into the background. What comes to the foreground are the things that have always made cities great: human connection, spontaneous interaction, safety, health, and a shared sense of possibility. The intelligent systems work in the shadows not to draw attention to themselves, but to shine a light on us, to create the conditions where people can thrive. The wires and waves and codes are merely the means. The smiling, bustling, thriving human habitat is the only end that matters. Now we arrive at the quietest, most unglamorous, yet most essential layer of all. Beneath the smooth traffic, the clean air, and the responsive services lies a foundation that cannot be seen but must be felt: trust. A city that sees, hears, and learns is a city that must also protect. For every convenience offered by the seamless Symphony, a profound question must be answered: who guards the guardians of data? The success of this entire technological project, the sustainability, the efficiency, the human-centered outcomes rests entirely on a foundation of public trust, meticulously built through ironclad cybersecurity, transparent governance, and unwavering ethical design. Think of it as the social contract for the digital age. We, as citizens, agree to let the city's nervous system sense our aggregated movements, our collective consumption, our patterns of life. In return, the city must promise and demonstrably prove that this data is not a tool for control, surveillance, or exploitation. It must be a sacred asset, held in a digital vault with walls of encryption and protocols so rigorous they become boring in their reliability. A single, high-profile breach where personal travel patterns are leaked, or where energy usage data is weaponized for discrimination, could shatter public confidence for a generation. The firewalls and intrusion detection systems are not just IT concerns. They are the modern equivalents of strong city walls and a trustworthy police force, defending the community's most vulnerable digital selves. But security alone is not enough. Trust is also forged in transparency. Citizens cannot be expected to have blind faith in a black box of algorithms making decisions that affect their lives. There must be clear, accessible explanations of how data is used. If an algorithm is used to direct policing resources, its logic and the data that feeds it must be open to ethical audit, free from the biases that plague human society. If traffic patterns are analyzed, people deserve to know that their individual journeys are anonymized beyond recognition, melted into a crowd. This isn't about revealing trade secrets. It's about civic accountability. It's about a city government that says, "This is how we are using our shared resource of data to serve you," and invites informed conversation. Ultimately, this foundation is built on a choice that is ethical before it is technical. It is a choice to design systems with privacy as the default setting, not an optional add-on. It is a choice to ensure that the benefits of smart services like faster commutes or efficient waste collection are distributed equitably across all neighborhoods, not just the wealthy ones. It is the understanding that a smart city that deepens divides or creates a two-tiered society of the data, rich and the data poor, is a failure, no matter how impressive its dashboard looks. The most advanced city, therefore, will be measured not by its processing speed, but by its integrity. It will be a place where people don't just use smart services, but where they believe in the system that provides them. They will feel not like subjects of a benign technological regime, but as respected partners in a shared civic project. The lights will brighten as they walk, the buses will arrive on time, the air will be clean, and they will know, in their bones, that this efficiency does not come at the cost of their autonomy or their privacy. In this city, the silent, humming intelligence in the infrastructure earns its license to operate every single day by proving itself to be not just smart, but wise and worthy of the people it is built to serve.